My timeline,
She watch
on my Instagram, all on my Twitter page.
Retweet, duck face on me.
She on her timeline,
she lurk,
on her Instagram,
taking pics,
all on her Twitter
them
page.
pretty lips, duck face on me.
She on my timeline,
she
my
watch,
timeline, my Instagram, my Twitter page, my Twitter page.
Duck face on me.
Her timeline, her Instagram, her Twitter page, her Twitter page.
Duck face on me.
On my timeline, my Instagram, my Twitter page, my Twitter page.
Duck face on me.
Her timeline.
Whoa, now what's going on with you, Lena? How you doing, man?
I'm actually doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I am doing good, man. Doing good. So we are here on the Man versus Woman show, and I'm one of your hosts, the boy Suave.
And I'm your girl, Lena Love.
And we are here to talk about this special guest we have today, man. Real cool guy. I want y'all to know if y'all missed the live stream, you can catch it on all your podcast streaming services, man. We're gonna have fun on this channel. We're gonna have a great time. I hope y'all ready for whoever does celebrate Thanksgiving or whatever. You know, this is Thanksgiving Eve. I hope y'all ready for tomorrow and eat all that food and gain some pounds. Gain all them pounds of happiness, happy eating. You know what I'm saying? Right here, we have a guest. This brother, man, is a good brother to me. And, you know, we've gotten to know each other over, man, shoot, I'll say we've been knowing each other for about a year or so now. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a good minute, man. I got to know this cat and have a lot of respect for this cat, man. We're going to bring him to the stage, man. It's your boy, Ray.
What's going on, man? I'm finally here with Lena Love and Suave. I'm excited to be on this show. I'm a huge fan. I love when I get a chance to be in the chat and watch this show. And just watching where you guys, like, I'm just so happy what you guys do with your content and stuff. I watch, Lena Love when she started doing streams and stuff, and then she started doing talk shows. So I'm like a proud uncle, man. I'm so happy. And then Suave, I got the much love, respect. You one of the coolest dudes in the community that I have a lot of respect for and love. So good to be here, man. Good to be here.
Man, appreciate it, man. Shout out to the chat out there.
Yeah.
Thank you all for supporting, man. We are going to continue to do this, and we love y'all support, man. We're going to keep this thing going. So jumping right on in, Brother Ray.
Yes,
so
sir.
You got, first I want to know about the name, man. You got Ray3473, man. I know you also know him as the Gaming Cyborg. Where did all this come from?
Well, my son was a huge fan of the Teen Titans.
Okay. I love that show.
Yes, and one of his favorite Titans was the Cyborg. And my son, some people in the community know, some people don't know, but my son has ADHD, he has a little bit of autism, and he also has epilepsy. So when he was going through some things, I used to tell him, don't worry, the Cyborg is here. And I would pretend I'm the Cyborg when we were going to the hospitals, and he was scared. And then where the Ray3473, I said, man, I got to think of a name. And so Ray, that's my name, Ray, and then 3473, that's my birthday, March 4th, born 73. I'm going to be 50. I'm going to be the big 5-0 next year. So I'm going to be 50 next year. So that's where I got the Cyborg to kind of like help my son out. And I just ran with it. And I said, I made a picture one time with a cyborg eye and half my face. And I said, I like that. And so I just
that right there.
Woo, yes. And then shout out that avatar, actually Amazon Luna made that avatar for me. They hit me up in my DMs and they said that we appreciate you streaming, Amazon Luna. How would you like to have this avatar? Scott Pilgrim's was the game that came out, and they made me a cyborg, kind of like a Scott Pilgrim character. And so I just said, you know what? I'm going to use that as my banner, my avatars, and all that. So, yeah, that's where that came from.
Nice, man. It's real nice, man. What you got for him, Lena?
That's pretty cool.
Graphics gear, you better not. That's not my password. And graphics gear, he's somebody I knows. I used to work at a certain mall, and he used to work in there. And I GameStop. I used to buy my games and stuff from him. And he done moved, did some bigger things. But it's good to see him in the chat. And CMG N7 Geek to Sneak. Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
For sure, man. Oh yeah, they the homies, man. Lena, what you got for him, Lena?
Well, I heard you're a bit of a military brat. So why would you say you were a military brat? Is it because your parents were in the military?
I was born in the military, not me being in the military, but my dad was in the Navy. And so ever since I was a little kid, I mean, I've lived in New York, I lived in Florida, I lived in Maryland, lived in Cuba. It was like we would be stationed somewhere, and then we would be up and moving. And so, and I lived in Guam, lived in Oakland, California, or Alameda, California, been pretty much all over the states, Arizona. And so, I was a brat. So children of military, we are called military brats. So I was a brat, but it was cool. Got to see the world, got to learn people's cultures and travel across the United States, and I'm still friends with certain people. GameStop, electronic. What? No. It was GameStop. Well, it was. Well, eventually it turned into GameStop, but it used to be Electronic Boutique.
Nice, man. So go ahead, Lena.
Well, I was gonna say I have a follow-up question to his answer. So being that you were a military brat, were there any things that you didn't like about it though? Like, I mean, getting to see the world,
just meeting friends and then have to leave. That was the tough part. You became friends with somebody for a year, and then you got to uproot and then move to another military base. That sucked. And then just school. You be learning something in school, and then you have to go to another school, and then you have to go to another school. So I remember when I was in third grade, I think I was in 4 different schools, just all over the place.
Yeah,
that's crazy, man. Dude, I wanted to know because I know you always cherish your wife, man. You speak very highly of her, man. I'm sure she's a wonderful woman, and she's dealing with you, strong woman, and she's dealing with you. Tell me that story, man. How did y'all meet?
Well, we were stationed in Alameda, California, which is kind of like, it's a little island right next to Oakland, and it's just a tunnel that connects it. You got to go in a tunnel to get to Alameda. And so I went to Encinal High School in Alameda, and I was taking driver's ed. And Nicole, I mean, she was cutie. She was one of the cute girls in school, and I was in driving ed class, and that's when I first met her. And she was really nice. She wasn't stuck up or boozy or anything like some of the other girls in school were. And then
you said this is in Cali, right?
This is in California. Yeah, Alameda, California.
I never talked to anyone from Cali, bro. Go ahead. That's a whole nother story.
And so driver's ed, that's when I first met her. We were cool. And then I think it was my junior year in high school, we became friends and stuff like that. She was dating one of my boys, and he was cheating on her, right? And he was like, man, I got Nicole this night, and I got Elizabeth this night. And I was like, damn, he's a jerk, and I really like Nicole. So I did the most ultimate no, but I didn't care.
Don't tell me, bro.
I did it. I don't care.
No.
I did it.
All right, granted, you might have took the girl, right?
You a wreck, bro.
I said, Nicole, you still with such and such? Oh yeah, I'm with him. Well, that's funny because I just saw him kissing on such and such. What? Yep. Yeah, I did it. And then
you did not.
I sure did. I don't give a damn.
That
Damn.
dude, boy.
Damn. And
Snitching.
so yeah, that's right. And so she dumped him, and then came senior year. I went up and I said, "Hey, Nicole, are you talking or seeing anybody?" And she's like, "No." Well, neither am I. You don't mind we like date and everything. And so we started dating, and then her parents was real strict. There was nights she had to sneak out the window just to, so we would hook up and stuff, because her parents were, when it came to school and education, because her brother went to Yale. So they really wanted her to go to college and not hang with me, but we hung out together, and we became like not just boyfriend and girlfriends, but like really good friends. And she was 10 years older than me. We were both Pisces, and we just connected. We connected. So when graduation came, my dad says, "We're moving to North Carolina." And I was like, "I can't. I'm in love, I can't
That's what you
leave."
told to your parents?
Yeah, I didn't want to move. I didn't want to go. But guess what? We moved to North Carolina, and I was miserable. I talked to her on the phone. It was just horrible. We also graduated together. We sat next to each other in graduation. We threw our caps up. We went to it was I just right after graduation, like a few weeks, I was moving to North Carolina, and it was like, she's like, "Well, I'm going out to school, and you're going to North Carolina," and it was just miserable. So I worked in my uncle's garage. I saved up some money to buy a plane ticket. My dad went on a business trip, and I told my mom, "I'm going back to Cali, going back to Cali." Y'all remember that's LL Cool J, y'all.
Yeah.
And so I gave my mom a hug and a kiss, and she says, "Well, wait a minute, what money you got?" I had $50 in my pocket. I didn't care. I was young, dumb, in love, man. I didn't care. I just wanted to be with her. And so got on the plane and flew out, and the rest is history. She took care of, she was working, she took care of me, and then I got a job, and then finally I got a place. And then we did break up, though. We, believe it or not, we broke up. Yeah, man, because she's like, "Well, I'm in college, and there's a lot of guys, and we've been together, since senior, and don't you want to experience other people?" And I was like, I gave up everything to fly out here, and you want to go. But you know what? What can you do? So
hello, y'all broke up, separated, and then got back together later.
I was working in the jewelry store. And I'll tell you the story how I got in the jewelry store in a minute. But when I was working in the jewelry store, she came into the jewelry store and she said, "I got my bachelor's degree, I got a condo, I got property, I got everything, but I don't have you."
Wow.
Yeah. And
wow.
I said, "Yeah." I don't think so. No, I didn't do that. I was like, I said, "Well, it's got to take some time, it's got to take some time, because it hurt, man. It hurt."
So how long were y'all separated before she came back to you?
5 years.
5 years.
Oh, wow.
5
Bro,
years.
you endured that pain, man. You endured that pain, boy.
5 years, and I actually hooked up with somebody, and it's just weird because we were together for that 5 years, and then we kind of like just broke it off, and it was just meant to be, because as soon as I broke off with that person, she just came into my life. And then and then I was living with my homies. We had a townhouse, and we were doing great. And then she's like, "Why don't you move with me? I got my own condo," and we moved in, and the rest is history. Next question,
bro.
That
is an awesome story, though. Yeah, that is an awesome story.
But now, I mean, when you're young, you think about it. I'd rather her tell me that, hey, I want to meet other guys and stuff, get it out of this, get it out, because Lord knows what I did in my 20s.
Yeah.
She set me free. She set me free, and I did some things, even
You
with
had some fun.
friends, but that's a whole nother story. But anyway,
we ain't gonna get into that.
We ain't gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. But the jewelry store, I'll tell you how I got into the jewelry store.
Go for it.
So when I was working at the mall, I was a manager at Sunglass Hut, where you get your sunglasses. It's pouring rain, ain't nobody buying sunglasses, and I was in a kiosk. If you ever worked in a kiosk, that's the worst place to work, folks. You're in a square inside a mall. It sucked. And so I saw a guy running out of the store, and it was a jewelry store. It was a fine jewelry store, like a very expensive jewelry store. He's running out, and I saw the manager, hey, help. And I said, I'm gonna call security. I'll call security. And so the manager of the store came up and he says, hey, how's the sunglass business? I said, man, it's raining outside. Ain't nobody buying no damn sunglasses. It sucks. And he gave me a business card and he says, come meet me. I'll change your life. And so I said, okay. So I went down there.
What we talking? Cocaine?
No. So I went. I met a wonderful one. They were Jewish people. They were very nice, good people. He met me. The Bart Heller was the owner of the jewelry store, and he interviewed me. And he said 3 things: show up to work on time.
Okay.
Don't you steal from me.
Gotcha.
Don't do drugs.
Nice.
He says,
okay.
What I'm going to train
with that.
what I'm going to train you and what I'm going to show you and what you're going to see will change your life forever. You can get a job anywhere because you're going to be working with millions and millions of dollars worth of gems and diamonds and Rolexes and watches, everything. And we're going to teach you. And so he actually paid for my education at the Gemologist Institute of America. I didn't have to pay a dime. He paid for my education to learn the jewelry business, learn how to grade diamonds, learn how to look from the fake from the real, do all kinds of stuff, man. I'm just like, and he treated me like, like I was his son and stuff. And it was like a family. And so, and I never did the drugs. I showed up on work on time, and I actually worked for about 20 years for him.
But you never mentioned that third one. You never stole from him, though, right?
No, I never stole. Damn, you're right. Damn, thank you.
I hope he didn't. What?
First of all, I ain't never stole nothing from nobody. Let me tell you something. You know what my job was?
But go ahead.
I was a buyer, man. I used to get on the subway train, which we call BART out here, and I would have a suitcase loaded with diamonds, loaded with all kinds of stuff. And people would be like, hey, Ray, what's up, man? What? And I know if they knew what I had on me, they would kill me and take what was in that suitcase.
Oh, yeah.
And so what I used to go and I would meet people and I would look at the diamonds and I would grade it. And I said, oh, yeah, this is great. We do custom jewelries. I mean, back then it was the bling bling area where people were having grills. So I would ice grills out. I did we had people that played for the Raiders, played for the Oakland A's, the San Francisco Giants. So I had a lot of athletes that would come into the store and we would do custom pieces for them. And not only that, I was helping young kids who don't know about grading diamonds. I was teaching them, like, when you go to a jewelry store, people just want to take your money. I want to educate you, teach you the 4 C's, teach you how to grade and look at diamonds. So when you spend your money, it's an investment. And so I would teach people, look for imperfections, inclusions, and cracks and stuff like that. If you're going to spend $5,000 to $10,000 on diamonds, make sure you get the one that's in your budget, but make sure you get one that's perfect. And
right.
So that was fun.
I do want to address the question, right? Because I was going to ask this question also, man. So Winstar want to know, can you make pieces at home? And I wanted to know too, because you know what I'm saying, I wanted to get another grill. You know, I
Nah,
got a
I'm
grill.
retired. I'm
you know.
retired. Just so y'all know, I'm retired. I left the jewelry business to become a property manager. So let me tell you another story. The recession hit. And if you guys don't know what a recession is, it's a horrible time when people ain't buying jewelry. They actually, the stuff that they bought from you, they're trying to sell back to you just to pay their rent. It's horrible. My boss, you know, he's like, there's some people I'm going to have to keep on the staff, and there's some people I'm just going to have to lay off. It's just a sign of the times. And so there was people, I was young, but there was people that were older than me. And since they were older than me, they were expendable. And so he was getting ready, and I didn't want to see them leave. So I said, you know what? It's time for a change. So I always wanted to manage property or be a property manager. And so I did. I became a property manager, and I was managing property. I was also managing storage units, man. I had to deal with people living in storage units, people making love in storage units.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, man. Let me my fourth day, I'm walking the property and I'm hearing and I'm like,
what is that? Is that water? Is that water clapping?
That sounds like booty slapping, right? And so I go up to the third floor and I look, and it's two dudes.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to say that.
But dude, they was butt naked. One guy was holding on the rail while the other guy said, "Hey!" And the guy slid out his butt, pulled off the condom, smacked it on the floor, and they ran out. And I said, "Y'all get a room! Get a room!" Oh my God.
Oh my God.
But man, I don't know what it is. I don't know what freaky fetish it is people gotta make. Look, take your girl to the hotel. Don't take her to the storage unit. Man, I caught so many people, and then people filming pornos in their storage unit and stuff. Look, go to the hotel and don't do that at a storage facility. And then
Ricky Friday.
And then it was the break-ins. Let me tell you, we would have somebody break into a unit, but he would take a sledgehammer, break into the wall, go through that wall, go through the next wall, and steal everybody's stuff.
Wow.
Steal everybody's stuff. It was horrible.
That is
horrible.
Crazy, dude.
So I worked my way up in that company from being a regular manager to a district team leader. So I was like, I had 20 stores. I had to hire, I had to train, I had to discipline, I had to do all kinds of stuff. And it was crazy, but it was fun. It was fun. So, and then I said, the hell with it. So me and my wife, we actually do have some rental properties that we rented out. We have some condos in Oakland, and we don't price them too high. And California is high, is the real estate is high. So we got our prices kind of low for the people to rent. And so, you know, that's helps us with our mortgage on this house right here.
Right.
And so, but yeah, man. So I went from jeweler to property manager, but now, you know, my son, all of a sudden we were sitting at the table eating dinner, having fun, and then my son, I seen his eyes kind of roll back in the head, and he started having a seizure. And I remember, like, oh my God, running to him and holding in my hand, and then my wife like moved out of it because she's a nurse, she know what to do.
Right.
Put him to, you know, laid him and put him to his side, and called 911. So I called 911. And he's just still having this seizure and stuff. And I was just like, God, take me. Don't take my boy. Take me. And then my son started coming. The seizure started, you know, slowing down. I said, God, I was joking. No, I was joking, God. No, I was joking. I was joking. But I'm just playing out. But my son, you know, it was a seizure. And then he was we had him on a soccer team. He had a seizure when he was playing soccer. He had a seizure in school. So then we had him checked out and found out he had epilepsy. then we started noticing that the grades was falling back and everything. We found out that he had a touch of autism. And so I used to be in my office and I get a call. He having another seizure? Yep. All right. Let me go get my son. So I said, you know what? This is crazy, man. I gotta stressing at this job, stressing over my son, and then we had the pandemic. I took a break. I'm still on that break. I said I have to take care of my son.
Mm-hmm.
So told my boss, I said, my family and my son come first. So knock on wood, we went to doctors and everything. We found the right medicine and everything. My son has not had a seizure in 2 years.
Nice.
So
Wow.
Nice.
So we found the right type of medicine and stuff like that. But I'm still, with the seizures and stuff, it kind of did some stuff with his brains. So now he's doing therapy, trying to get strength in his hands. He's trying to, I'm trying to teach him math and teach him to write and read and do all kinds of stuff like that. And so once I know he is good to go, I might go back to work. Who knows? I might just stay retired. But that's how the game streaming and doing the shows and the stuff like that have kind of like kept me cool and calm.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I didn't have the gaming community, if I wasn't doing what I'm, doing what I'm doing right now, I'd probably go nuts, man. Because it was stressful. Nothing. I would not wish anything watching your babies go through what my son would. I wouldn't wish that on nobody, to see somebody have a seizure and stuff like that. And so
Listen, that stuff is it does some things to you seeing that. One of my friends was here and he had a massive stroke when he was 5, so it caused him to have epilepsy.
Yeah.
And one time he overlapped on his meds that they have him on, and he had a seizure here in my house, in my room, and it's something I would never forget. So
He
it's
was
definitely
doing
something
that
you never
every
forget.
week. He was doing that every week, every week. We go in the grocery store. You hear something hit the floor, you turn around, and it's your boy on the floor having a seizure. You're driving in the car, he's having a seizure. You got to stop. You got to make sure he's okay. He don't choke himself. He don't bite his tongue. Put him on the side. Yeah. Did all that, man. It was the most stressful times, but thank God the seizures are he can get one, but the medicine has suppressed it and everything. I was with him in the hospitals, staying for a week, my bed next to his bed. I told my wife, I said, honey, you got the full-time job. You do what you got to do at work. I'm going to take care of our son. And so
nice.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, Dad. Stepping up, man. So look, I can't wait till Father's Day to come along. That's my favorite holiday around here, man. Like seriously, I love it. You know what I'm saying? I know you feel the same, man. It's great being a father.
Yeah.
Ray, we are coming to an end, man. And
wow.
We would love for you to come back again on the show, man.
Man, I got stories on stories on stories. Like anything you want to talk about, I done.
I feel you, bro. We gonna definitely chop it up.
Thank you.
Shout out your channel, man. Cause I know you have a YouTube channel, man.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Shout yourself out, man.
I am Ray3473, the gaming cyborg. I stream on Twitch, Ray3473 on Twitch TV. On YouTube, I'm Ray3473, the gaming cyborg on YouTube. I'm also on Trovo, Ray3473, and I do Cloud Nation TV. I do Retro Rewind. I do a sports show with Vet. I do Cloud Nation TV with Dr. Spaceman Vet. Maker Chaos Rock. You guys know I'm part of the Rock brand. Love you, Rock. He's a huge mentor to me. And shout out to this community, all you guys doing. And shout out to you two guys, man. I love you guys for what you guys doing. Thanks for having me here. Thanks for having me here.
Appreciate it. Well, guys, this has been another one, man, on the Man versus Woman show. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Next week, we got another guest. We're getting this thing all the way up to the new year. And man,
Happy
we're gonna switch it
Thanksgiving.
up for you. Say what now?
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Tomorrow.
I can't wait. I'm looking at that butterball right now, man.
Oh yeah,
Wait.
man. I'm happy for Thanksgiving as long as Lena not cooking, man. She can't cook nothing
Ooh.
but macaroni. So
Don't say my
you know
birthday
what I'm saying?
because I usually cook for Thanksgiving every single year, living at my mom's house. Okay, I did the cooking, and even last year I cooked here at our house. So let's not play me. Lena could cook it up. Thank you.
Lena cooks the macaroni, so let her do that.
Ooh,
Honestly, I'm not
love
really
me
that
some
big on
macaroni.
cheese, so I wouldn't choose like macaroni or anything like that as my first choice. But I'm used to doing a Spanish style Thanksgiving where we had turkey and ham, but a bunch of different Spanish like sides. So
I like
gonna
like
see.
tamales. I love
We're gonna
tamales.
see on that Twitter and Instagram if you're gonna show it up, man. Lo-fi, you're late, bro. We about to gonna end it, right? So look, till next time, man. I hope y'all out there have a wonderful tomorrow and a wonderful day today, man. We're gonna have a great time. You know, live life, peace and love. Shout out to my kids. I love y'all to death. And free my grandma.
My timeline,
She watch.
on my Instagram,
Kiss.
all on my Twitter page.
Retweet. Duck face on me.
She on her timeline,
She lurk.
on her Instagram,
Taking pics.
all on her Twitter
Them pretty
page.
lips. Duck face on me.
She on my timeline,
She
my
watch.
timeline, my Instagram, my
Kiss.
Instagram, my Twitter page, my Twitter
Retweet.
page.
Duck face on me.
Her timeline, her timeline, her Instagram, her Instagram, her Twitter page, her Twitter page.
Duck face on me.
She's on my timeline, my timeline, my Instagram, my Instagram, my Twitter page, my Twitter page.
Duck face on me.
She's on her timeline.